Okay, ladies and gentlemen. I look over my inventory and I found this. When I have max health, I deal 33% more damage. Where's my damage? 414. $426. Never mind. Am I not at full HP? Oh, I'm not at full HP. That's probably why. Oh, 14. Oh my god. Okay, I'm at max AP now with the thing. Still 414. What? Okay, I don't trust this then. Sorry. I'm gonna switch back to this. Yeah, and I also lose magic crit chance. So yeah, we're gonna stick with this, okay? Yeah, the only thing I do is go into town. Oh my.
Don't even say that. Someone comes, lights them in here, and then dies on our watch? People would be at my door with pitchforks.
He's waking up. Welcome back to the land of the living, our hero.
Help him up, Ansem. Welcome to my home. Quite a scene unfolded at the Menhir, with you at the heart of it.
I wish I knew too.
The local Menhir here have been rather lifeless for quite some time. Then you come along, breathe life into what was dead, and, whether you meant to or not, alter the course of our history. That's how I see it anyway. Tell me, do you know what this Menhir represents?
They're statues that ward off the weirdness. Merlin built them.
So they say. The Menhirs were raised by Merlin to ward off the ancient mists that burst monsters beyond human comprehension. But none of this matters in our current situation. Here, the Menhir represents something more. For some, it's a symbol of freedom and independence. Strength, if you will. It shows that the people of Quarnoct, my subjects, can face any challenge, even at the world's end. And for others, like our guest from Camelot, whom I'm sure you've seen, it's a symbol of power. Power once granted by King Arthur, and therefore by Camelot. And power that has been granted can be taken away.
Camelot want to take your men here? Why?
Officially, they say they want to gather all the men here scattered across Avalon, set them around Camelot, and bring people there to ensure their safety. That is, if they can figure out how to restore the power of the Menhirs.
And unofficially?
I don't think we know each other well enough to speak on unofficial terms.
If Camelot wants to take the men here, your people will be lost.
I'm well aware. And now we're also facing an outbreak of the Red Death, which will no doubt influence Camelot's decision on whether to offer my people shelter. But with the men here reignited, the people of Connacht will be even less willing to give up and go to Camelot. If anything, I expect rebellion to break out. And bloodshed is something neither we nor the capital want.
What would you prefer to happen?
I don't know, to be honest. It's not something I could admit publicly, but I feel both sides have a point. I understand the people who don't want to abandon their homeland, and I understand the knights, who must face a long-lost terror and find a solution to an impossible problem. Believe me, being a lord in times like these is a heavy burden.
I'm searching for Palamedes' shield.
Palamedes' shield, you say? An unusual request. That shield rests beneath the Menhir, and legend has it that it used to fuel its power for centuries. I don't mind if you look at it, touch it, whatever you need. Just don't take it. It's a treasured relic, and the people of Connacht are quite attached to it. And you're probably just as attached to your head, which you'll lose if we catch you trying to steal the shield.
I don't see why I should care.
You don't have to. That's true. But since you're here, I assume you're after something in Connacht.
I just told you.
And as the lord of this place, I'm probably in the best position to help you. Help for help. Seems fair, doesn't it?
What do you want?
I want you to speak with Dinho and try to calm him down. He's the commander of Camelot's forces stationed in Connacht, and as you probably imagine, your presence here didn't exactly make his job easier. With the men here active again, everything could change. If you need anything, speak to Ansem. He's the one who decides what's worth my time.
The less attention, the better. Ah, you need something?
Do you need something?
Ah, a new face. I am Anselm, Major Domo to Lord Yvain. Any business to be done in Connacht usually passes through my hands first.
What kind of business?
From managing the court's affairs to ensuring Connacht doesn't collapse under its own weight, it's my duty to keep things running smoothly. Not an easy task, given the times. And you? What brings you here? Wandering so close to the heart of Connacht's business. You don't strike me as the idle type.
What's life like at the court?
Life at court is a delicate dance. It's calm on the surface, but underneath, there's always tension. Managing affairs, settling disputes, keeping the wheels turning. It's not for the faint of heart. Lord Yvain means well, but he makes decisions slowly, too slowly sometimes. Not that I complain. It's a role I've accepted, and one I'll carry out for as long as I'm needed. It's a quiet kind of chaos, but one we must master, for the sake of Connacht and those who call it home.
It must be challenging to protect a court in these times.
Challenging doesn't begin to describe it. The court is the heart of Connacht, and if it falters, the rest follows. That's a heavy weight to bear. But if I'm honest, it's the plague that keeps me awake at night. I've seen what it does, how it spreads, how it steals lives without mercy. I lost my family to it. The only reason I'm still here is because I was locked away at court while they were quarantined. Since then, protecting this place, keeping it safe, has been more than a duty. It's been everything. Farewell. May your steps lead to better days for Connacht.
Oh, hi.
You're here. Let me look at you. You seem to have recovered after whatever happened at the Menhir. The All-Mother herself must be watching over you.
Are you going to ask what happened?
Whatever the All-Mother wanted you to see is between you and her. I can only accept and work with the outcome. Besides, I'm more concerned with the impact your little spectacle had on the sentiments in the village. You've given people hope. Only time will tell if that was misguided or what the consequences will be if it proves true.
You sound like a politician, not a priestess.
There is more than one way to spread the All-Mother's grace. Why shouldn't a priestess take part in leading the people she serves? Lord Yvain is in a precarious situation. He needs all the support he can get, and supporting him in this endeavor only benefits the residents of Connacht. Besides, my apprentice Ailey is very talented and can handle all the matters that require a more hands-on approach perfectly well.
Whose grave is this?
Here lies Lady Maeve, wife of Lord Yvain Tarion, my dearest friend. The one I couldn't help. I'm wondering the same. I thought I'd find solace or perhaps even grief, but all I feel is numbness. May the All-Mother watch over you.
Can't pray to the All-Mother? Lame. Oh.
Go with her blessing.
Oi, you there, Sleeping Beauty. I saw them carrying you into Yvain's mansion. You feeling better now?
Yes, thank you.
Good. Would have been a shame if something happened to the one who lit up the menhir. No wonder they brought you straight here. Tell me, did you get to see our lord? Or just that snake of his, Anselm?
What do you really want?
Sorry, stranger. I meant no offense. Name's Morag. I'm the innkeeper around here, though, as you've probably seen, there's not much of an inn left to keep. Truth is, I was hoping that, with what happened at the menhir and all, you might have Lord Yvain's ear. And maybe you'd be kind enough to whisper a thing or two into it on my behalf?
Why can't you talk to Lord Yvain yourself?
Because he doesn't bother listening to us common folk, even when our livelihoods are at stake. If we're lucky, we get to air our grievances to Anselm, but wait for the Lord's decision is always his answer. How long can we wait? We're not some lazy nobles. We don't just get to put our lives on hold. We've got to eat, damn it. And unlike him, we have to work for our meals.
What do you need from Lord Yvain?
Camelot shut down my inn. Said it was because of the Red Death, but the Red Priests have been here for ages, and they never had a problem with my place. And last I checked, Yvain's still our lord, not one of those Camelocians. What gives them the right to meddle in our business?
Do you know the Red Death is a valid threat?
I know. I was here when the outbreak hit. Lost some of my best patrons. But the Red Priests have it under control now. Every new case gets carted straight to the asylum, and we haven't had one in a good while. I tried talking to the Camelocians. They told me to piss off. Now Yvain's my only hope.
Okay, I'll talk to him for you.
I thank you, stranger. All I want is a straight answer. The least he could do is make Camelot pay me some kind of compensation. Damn bastards come in here acting like they own all of Connacht. I'll wait here for you.
Tell me where you're in.
I've worked there since I was strong enough to lift a tankard full of ale. It's been in my family for 4 generations. I'd hoped to leave it to one of my sons, but Camelot took them too. And all I can do now is pray they come back safe. Eh? Too bad you'll never taste my ale, best in the land, and I don't say that lightly.
Perhaps you could just move your business to Camelot?
It wouldn't be the same. The secret to good ale isn't just the recipe, it's the ingredients. It needs Connacht water, Connacht soil. Without that, it's just the same slop they sell everywhere else.
You didn't even have voice acting, that one.
Just passing through. Good. Welcome to my home, stranger. Whatever brings you here, know that the Langfords were always known for hospitality. Even in times like these. Sit down. Have a drink with me.
Thank you. I didn't expect that.
This is precisely what you should expect from the Langfords. This place has seen better days, sure. Used to be full of people. Now no one bothers. Not since things turned sour. But it's still mine. I was born here, and I'll die here. Let those damn Camelosians try and drag me out. That said, do you have anything we could drink?
Here. How about some whiskey?
Finally! Someone with proper manners. Everyone else around here just takes and takes. I've nearly forgotten what kindness feels like. But never mind all that. Come, sit, feel at home. What's the word out there? Still cheering and selling cabbages while the world rots beneath their feet?
What happened to your family?
They happened to themselves. Misfortune, betrayal, weakness. By the time it all landed on me, the gold was gone and the doors were already closing. And somehow I'm the one everyone points at.
Why don't you leave?
And go where? Wander the roads like some beggar? My family has lived in this town for centuries. I'd rather be crushed beneath the stones my forefathers placed here than abandon them.
So you want to survive? Rebuild elsewhere.
Survive as what? A nobody scraping by, begging favors. Better to die remembered here than live forgotten out there.
So you live here all alone?
All alone? Not quite. There's one left. A servant. Stays up in that shed on the roof. She doesn't talk much, though. She's probably waiting for me to croak, so she can sell the place for scrap. But she'll be waiting a while. I've outlived better people.
What caused your family's downfall?
My uncle's betrayal is what started it all. He convinced my father to invest the family fortune in a new mining venture in the northern hills. He said the ore will make us wealthier than ever. Ha! The mine flooded, the workers died, and the council demanded reparations that bled us dry. Then the vultures descended. Merchants calling in debts. Neighbors turning their backs. My father died of grief. And I inherited nothing.
You don't seem like the Camelottian very much.
The Camelosians? Upstarts and pretenders, the lot of them. And now they strut about, issuing orders about the weirdness coming. Convenient excuse to drive me from my ancestral home, isn't it?
I've seen the weirdness with my own eyes.
Have you now? Convenient. Listen, stranger. Fog and strange lights don't make a catastrophe. This island has always had its oddities. The Langfords have documented them for generations. What you saw was probably just marsh gas or one of the old ruins shifting. They've manipulated you, just as they try to manipulate everyone. But I know better. This house stays, and so do I. Leaving already? Well, I suppose that's to be expected. Everyone leaves in the end. Go on, then. Back to your important business. But tell others what you saw here. The last Langford, holding his ground, while the world crumbles.
Hospital? Any keys for both of these houses?
What do you want? Who are you?
Show the horse! Clink, clink, clink! Move out! 1 foot in front of the other!
Calm down, you're safe.
Crunch, crunch! The wolf eats the spoils, eats the cows, eats the heads, tears to shreds! Ate the thigh. Hear the cry!
Doesn't matter, get some rest.
Crunch, crunch! Oh, the wolf eats the spoils, eats the cows, eats the heads, tears to shreds. Ate the thigh! Hear the cry!
There. You're going to feel better soon. I'm just trying to help you.
Have you come to offer aid? Or do you stand among the wounded? If so, do not let fear grip your heart. Your time will come. Trust the will of the word, and you shall shine.
You speak the word, but you don't look like a red priest.
No, I am no priest. Merely a corpse through which the word is fulfilled. My path is clear now. When I am strong enough, I shall speak of the miracle I have lived through. In the shadow of the plague I stood, and yet I survived, shielded by the divine protection of the word.
Who are you?
I am but an empty vessel, yearning to be filled with the sacred joy of the word. Now I am perfectly blank and naked. Alone, I lie in this cold place, silently watching, patiently waiting. But soon, all shall be perfectly splendid.
You said you're perfectly blank and naked? What does that mean?
I have been marked, a gift given to me so that I may pass it on. Tell me, do you wish to become a hollow shell, an obedient corpse, able to hear the voice of the one who guides us to the final act?
A hollow shell? What does that mean?
It is a path, one you will walk, guided by the one who bestowed upon me the grace of hollowness. I have received my task, to wait and pass the gift along.
What's the final act?
It is your intimate moment beside the prophet. You will hear the beating of her heart, feel her healing grace, and then you will find peace in the word. At last we shall rest, sister. We will finally rejoice.
Yeah, sure, I want to mark.
It will take but a moment. You will feel no pain. Now, go to the place where I first set foot on this path. There, you will find the one who shall become your shepherd. Soon, you will be reborn. Welcome.
What exactly happened to you?
A handful of Camelot soldiers, myself among them, were chosen for a special mission under the command of the Red Church. The priests sought an artifact said to be hidden within the toll house at the border. Yet, what we found was far more precious. Blessing and peace. None returned but me. It was then that I received the gift.
The word is a lie, and the Red Priests are criminal. They tortured me.
I've heard the tales of the Red Priest's brutality, and I have witnessed it myself. Their methods are harsh, yes, but tell me, what better way is there to cleanse the flesh, to hollow the body, and make room for the words glory? We are not perfect as we are. We must be bent into the proper shape. When the final act comes, step forward and walk boldly.
There. You're go- Feel better soon. Do you need something? Are you in pain? I'll do all I can to help, but I need to warn you that our supplies are quite limited.
You said our supplies. Is there anyone running this hospital beside you?
Well, actually, the hospital is run by Camelot. I'm just an apprentice to Neonte, the priestess of the All-Mother here in Kunot. But the healer from Camelot is dead, and Neonte spends most of her time at Lord Yvain's manor. So, it seems I'm on my own.
Camelot can't send a different healer?
Camelot treats this place like a field hospital. To them, it's temporary. Though I suppose that's their outlook on all of Kunot right now. The legate says Camelot simply can't spare anyone else. According to him, one priestess and her apprentice should suffice. And yet, his soldiers are the ones who are supposed to get priority, even if they only have a blister. I'm required to treat them before a local with a broken leg.
Why won't Niece Kay help you?
Oh, she thinks I have everything well in hand, as if she doesn't notice it, all falling apart. I know I should feel flattered by her trust, but honestly, I'm just exhausted. I'm not even a priestess. The only training I've had is what she's given me. Ever since Lady May fell ill and died, Neonte's barely been here. She just sits by her grave. Truth be told, I'm a bit worried about her. Even when she does come by, she seems absent, and I don't even have the time to go check on her.
Must be difficult.
It is. It really is. The hospital's barely holding on. Camelot pays us a pittance for treating their soldiers. And the villagers just pay with what they can. But I can't make medicine with eggs and chickens. And even if I could, I don't have the time. Some days, I dream that someone will swoop in and take it all off my hands. Ideally, it would be Neonte. But I'm not sure I can count on her anymore. Still, maybe it's worth a try.
I could use something to ease my pain.
Here, take this. I hope it helps. Unfortunately, that's all I can give you. We have to make sure there's enough for everyone in need.
Is there any way I could help you?
There is a patient who won't let me treat him. His name's Wilbur, and he's a difficult case. Most of what ails him is just old age. Some days he's clear-headed, but those are becoming fewer and farther between. Lately, he won't let me touch him. He yells at me, claiming I'm keeping him here by force, away from his family. He's even stopped eating and refuses to take his medicine. Honestly, I'm at my wit's end. I don't know how to help him anymore without scaring him even more.
Why is he so afraid of you?
All of Kunot knows that I was marked by the weirdness. It's not as bad as people make it out to be. But some are superstitious. They believe I bring bad luck. When Neonte took me in, there were a lot of whispers. Though it got better once I started working in the hospital. Weirdness or not, at least they have a healer. But I'm afraid that, in Wilbur's head, I've become some monstrous figure, keeping him prisoner.
Maybe I could help you with him.
You can try. if you'd like. Maybe he'll trust you more than he trusts me. Just, please, be gentle with him. He's been through enough already.
What happened to that soldier? The one mumbling nonsense?
No one knows. He barely speaks. And when he does, it's all nonsense. The poor man's lost his mind. I'm afraid there's no point in talking to him right now. Besides, he needs rest.
Do you have any idea what happened?
You should speak to Legate Denham. All I know is they sent him somewhere. And when he came back, he was like this. If I had to guess, I'd say it's the effects of the weirdness.
The weirdness? Why do you think that?
He's a seasoned soldier. I'm sure he's seen plenty in his life. I doubt anything could scare him enough to drive him mad. The other soldiers said he was acting completely normal before. So it's not some long-standing illness of the mind. Unless he hid it very well. But I've seen similar cases. In people who spend a few nights, or even one, beyond the Menhir's reach.
Ah, a visitor. I'm Ebert Talbot, at your service. Pardon the mess, we're packing. The weirdness is drawing near, and I intend to have my family in Borough by week's end. Wait, you must be the stranger everyone's talking about. The one who made the Menhir glow brighter. Just perfect. My wife already refuses to leave, and now your arrival will only fuel her delusions.
Why's your wife so determined to stay?
Family legacy, ancestral home, take your pick. Her family has held this estate for generations. My wife can't see reason. She believes Lord Yvain will find a solution. Ha! That man can't decide what to eat for breakfast without a committee.
So you support Camelot's plan?
They're our best hope. And if they take the Menhirs from all across the land and dump them all in Camelot, well, one final sanctuary is better than scattered outposts falling one by one. Will it be crowded? Yes. But I'd rather my family live in discomfort than die in luxury. They know what they're doing. I trust them more than this dying town, and definitely more than our Yvain.
I take it you're not a fan of Lord Yvain.
A weak man bearing a great name. His ancestors were a great house. Legends say Palamedes stood firm against Arthur himself. Yvain can barely stand against a stiff breeze.
Have you spoken with Lord Yvain about your concerns?
Multiple times. I've attended every meeting, presented rational arguments, offered to fund transportation for those who cannot afford it. Yvain listens politely, then does absolutely nothing.
Have many other left Kunak already?
The sensible ones have, and now only the stubborn remain. That includes my wife, of course. We should be ready to depart at a moment's notice, yet my wife still refuses to pack a single dress. I won't leave her behind.
But I cannot stay and watch the weirdness take everything I love.
Is there anything that might convince her to leave?
You would do that? I'd be most grateful. Vesa respects new voices than my endless nagging. If you could convince her, I would owe you a considerable debt.
Just passing through. Good. Just passing through. Good.
You startled me. You startled me.
Welcome. I am Vesa Meredith Talbot. Please ignore the crates. My husband's doing. He insists on preparing for an evacuation I won't join. 4 generations of my family have lived here. The wordness may take it from me, but I will not abandon it willingly.
Why are you so determined to stay?
Each generation of my family faced a crisis, and each endured. What message does it send if I'm the first to abandon our legacy?
What about your safety? Your husband seems concerned.
Eadbert has always been cautious, but there are times when caution becomes cowardice. The Menhir still stands. Lord Yvain still searches for solutions. And I've heard that the Menhir responded to you. If such miracles are possible, why surrender before the battle is truly lost?
Do you truly believe Kunal can be saved?
I believe nothing is certain until it occurs. Hope remains while the Menhir stands.
You seem to put a lot of trust in Lord Yvain.
Lord Yvain carries a heavy burden, and he's looking for balance. He's searching for a solution that preserves both our people and heritage. His heart is true. Well, at least that's what I chose to believe.
But isn't decisive action needed now?
Action without wisdom is merely motion. And what's the point in that?
Your husband seemed genuinely afraid for your safety.
I know. That's what makes this difficult. He trusts what he can see and touch. Gold, contracts. He struggles to believe in possibilities beyond immediate danger. I love him for his caution, but some crises demand we stand firm.
Did you compromise for his sake?
Compromise how? Leave my ancestral home to be consumed? Watch Camelot tear our Menhir from the earth? I've packed essentials should the worst come, but I cannot pretend to accept what I believe is wrong.
You're right. He is terrified. Is your home worth watching him suffer?
Fear can be overcome. My husband is stronger than he knows. Our ancestors faced plague, war, and famine without abandoning this land. Eadbert will understand once we weather this storm together. But the Menhir reacted to you. And you're an outsider. You must have seen the wordness yourself. Tell me, truly, what would you recommend? Should we stay and fight for our heritage, or flee like Eadbert wants to?
Minhir's reaction suggests hope remains, but hope can't protect your husband if there's nothing left of him to protect.
You're right. I've been so fixated on this place that I've ignored what's happening to Eadbert. The hollow look in his eyes grows deeper each day. What good is saving our home if I lose him in the process? I won't be responsible for destroying the man I married. Perhaps it's time I packed my things.
Okay.
Just passing through.
About your wife.
Did you speak with Vesa? Has she finally seen reason?
I convinced her to leave with you. She's packing her things right now.
Truly? You've done it? I don't know what to say. You've accomplished in one conversation what I couldn't in a month. How did you manage it? Nope, it doesn't matter. What matters is that we'll be together, safe in Burra. What miracle did you work to change her mind?
It's best you ask her yourself. You two have much to discuss.
Yes, you're right. This is between us now. Whatever you said clearly worked, but the path forward must be walked together. No more talking through intermediaries. Thank you for giving us this chance. I won't waste it. I promised you a debt, and I intend to honor it. The Talbot family doesn't forget those who help us in our hour of need. Here, this key will open a crate we won't be taking with us.
You need something. You startled me. Just passing through. Good.
You startled me.
Just passing through. Good.
Spare a coin for the...
There's nothing at all. And there will never be anything.
Is everything alright?
Look around you. Everything you see doesn't exist. We're not here. And the real Lord, the Four-Armed King, is lost forever. There's just greedy, deceitful lords everywhere. False kings. There is no king. Sagramore wanted too much. And Vane, he doesn't even know what he wants. Nothing. There's just nothing.
Sagramore? Who are you talking about?
I've seen his cursed kingdom. I've seen it haunt my endless nightmares. A kingdom now forgotten by all. An aberration that should never have existed. I saw it. He made them kneel and cry his name. Sagramore! Sagramore! Sagramore!
Yvain, are you talking about the present Lord of Kunak?
Present but absent. Always absent. Always uncertain. Kunak is doomed, as is Yvain's entire bloodline.
Here.
Gold. Ah, yes. Gold. The true nothingness.
Oi, you. You're new here, aren't you? I don't think I've seen you around before.
Why? Is something wrong?
Ah, no, sorry. It's just that we don't see many new faces around here. Just us and the locals and, well, if you haven't noticed yet, they're not the friendliest bunch.
They seem friendly enough to me.
Do they? Then maybe we're all just sick of looking at each other. I'm sure they're not all bad. This must all be quite hard for them. But it's not like I want to be here either. I've got a pregnant wife waiting for me at home, and they won't even let me buy a book for her.
A book?
Yeah, about birthing and labour and whatnot. It's going to be our first, you see, so my wife's worried sick. I wanted to send it to her to ease her mind, you know?
But that Dalrita wench chased me out of her bookshop and won't let me back in.
Let me guess, you want me to buy a book for you?
Well, could you? I'd be really grateful. Just don't tell her it's for me. She won't sell it to you otherwise. Please, I'll pay you back. I'll even throw in something extra. Please, for my wife.
Okay, I'll buy it.
Oh, thank you. You're a lifesaver.
Haven't seen your face around here before. A visitor, eh? Try to stay out of trouble. I'd rather not have to put your name on the bounty board.
You're the quartermaster here?
No, that'd be Sheena. I keep this camp running and make sure everyone's pulling their weight. Idle hands have no place in Camelot's army, especially not on a mission like this. Trouble is, we've got more work than men. So if you're looking to earn some coin, check the notice board. I've posted a few bounties. I can't spare any soldiers to deal with things outside of Kunacht, but I'll be damned if I let those bandit scum run loose.
And what does sign do?
I handle what makes soldiers fight. Sheena handles what keeps them
Oh,
comfortable.
Sheen? There's no H there,
You want
dude.
glory and gold? See me. You want a softer pillow or a warm meal? That's Sheena's domain.
Who do you work for?
Legate Denham is in charge here. Sometimes I wonder if he upset someone higher up to get sent on this mission, because this place It's a damn mess. Lord Yvain's acting like a maiden on her wedding night. The Red Priests are throwing their weight around, and the locals are ignoring the fact that they're all about to be swallowed by the weirdness. I have no idea how the legate puts up with it all. But, well, at least he's got me to make sure his orders are carried out.
Tell me something about yourself.
I'm Immunis Askel. If you're here for war stories, forget it. I've no time to entertain idle curiosity. Most of the fighting's behind me now. I've traded my sword for paperwork. Not glamorous, but necessary. Once we're done here, maybe I'll finally retire. Then I'll have all the time in the world to spin tales for nosy brats like you.
About the bounties.
Yes?
Give Sanguinor.
I see you managed to defeat Sanguinor the Crimson. Good job. Some say he was a knight who fell in battle and was brought back to life through dark magic, that he rose from the grave as an undead monstrosity with an insatiable bloodlust. Others say he was just a terrible jerk. Either way, he's gone now. Here's your reward.
Thorn Bloodbound.
I recognize these remains. That's Thorn the Bloodbound. A complete madman. If you have his sword with you, be careful. It grants strength to the wielder, but at the cost of their blood. There are stories that Thorn got it from a demon he made a pact with. We'll probably never know.
Nivera Chillheart.
Well, I'll be damned. Nivera, known as the Chillheart. She earned that nickname because her blade supposedly freezes the blood of her opponents. It certainly leaves marks like frostbite. Nivera is said to be a Dalreator from the Forlorn Swords. They say she was too cruel even for her own tribe and was exiled. If you ask me, she should have stayed there. But she won't be causing trouble anymore. Here's your reward.
Cindermar, the Firebringer.
You managed to defeat Cindermar the Firebringer. Congratulations. Long ago, when Cindermar wasn't Cindermar and wasn't bringing anything, he was just a common townsman, deeply devoted to the All-Mother. At least, that's what everyone thought. Secretly, he was studying forbidden fire-summoning magic. Eventually, he stopped hiding it. You can imagine the havoc. Personally, I'd take 100 Furkets over one Cindermar any day. It's a good thing you managed to stop him. Hey, care to humor an old soldier with a friendly spar? These bones could use some warming up.
Sure, why not?
That's the spirit. Let's see if I've still got some fight left in me.
Come on, show me what you've got!
You getting tired? Damn it all, that was pathetic. 2 strikes and I'm on my ass. What happened to me? I used to be a force to be reckoned with. Now I'm just an old fool, shuffling papers and barking orders.
Practice makes perfect. Maybe some exercise will help?
Exercise? I don't have time for that. I'll be in the grave before I see results. No, I need something faster, something stronger.
You mean magic?
Exactly. You're quick. I'll give you that. There are potions, elixirs, things out there that can bring back the strength I've lost. I need one of those. Not some quack remedy, mind you. Something real. Something powerful.
You know who might have such a potion?
If I knew, I'd have fetched it myself. But there's talk of alchemists in the region who dabble in such things. And if anyone's got the gall to brave the wilds for it, it's you. I've also heard about some powerful stuff from the Dalreator tribes. Trust me, I'm not a fan of those folks. But if it works as they say it does, I'll take it.
I'll see what I can find.
Good. You'll be paid, of course. Just bring it quick, all right? The idea of sitting around like this for another day is unbearable.
About that.
Yes?
Okay, never mind.
I'll await. I'll await your return.